Okie dokie. Mamma mia! Here we go! Mario!
That is right, guys. I have seen the Mario movie. Now, I haven't actually seen it yet. This is pre-seeing the movie. And before you ask, yes, this is the closest thing I have to a Mario shirt. Yeah. But anyway, I'm recording this the day before Easter, and I'm going to go see the movie after, so who knows, maybe stuff will change in between then and now. But anyway, yeah, Mario movie. So, right now, I'm doing predictions for the movie. These are my predictions I thought of way back when they announced Chirs Pratt being Mario. But, yeah, so this is a list of predictions. I'm going to have timestamps for the predictions on the actual review, then the cool intro thing that I hope my editor does that happens right about now. I don't know if he did it or not, but we'll see. Anyway, and then like the ending. And so, yeah, so I advise you, if you haven't seen the movie yet, you can watch this prediction segment, but I warn you, future me is probably going to spoil the entire movie. Anyway, since this is the prediction segment, let's go ahead with the predictions. Now, this is a list of predictions that I made myself, and I didn't take any from anyone else. So if you have heard these online, these are all my prediction ideas. And this first one, I totally didn't take from Odyssey Central. I thought of this beforehand. And so, one idea, one prediction I had is there are two ways that Mario could defeat Bowser. One, he could either do the bridge from the original Mario Brothers. Editor, could you put that on screen as I do this? But, as I'm describing this, thank you. And the original Super Mario Brothers, Bowser is on a bridge, and so you would jump and hit the axe on the bridge to make him fall into the lava. That is one way I see it, but the other way I hope is how they defeat Bowser is, Mario grabs him by the tail, swings him around, and says, "So long, Bowser!"
So long, Bowser!
Because that would just be great. This is just this Mario 64 in me just hopes that happens. Second prediction. Chirs Pratt said that there was going to be a post-credit scene, and I hope that the post-credit scene has Waluigi and Wario. Notice I said Waluigi before Wario because Waluigi's the man. Get him in Smash Brothers, please. But yeah, I hope Wario and Waluigi are at the end of the post-credit scene, or Bowser Jr., because that was a different prediction idea. Bowser Jr. is like a sequel villain because he's the kid of the villain. And so I could see that happening for a sequel villain, just like hint. Or people have been saying that a Donkey Kong movie is in the works, a spin-off movie. So King K. Rool would be an interesting, kind of post-credit scene. Third prediction, speaking of Wario and Waluigi, I hope that they somehow make a cameo. Like, even if they are, like, my prediction, forget I said anything. My prediction is that Wario and Waluigi would also work for Foreman Spike and just, like, hate their job, like, I assume how Mario and Luigi hate their job, because like they leave and then they start a plumbing business. But yeah, I hope that their work for Spike's wrecking crew, which if you didn't know, that's what Mario and Luigi worked for before they became plumbers, and that's also canon to the games. But yeah, I hope Wario and Waluigi end up working for Spike's wrecking crew, and then they decide to become plumbers. Except instead of fixing stuff, they like destroy it, but they do it for like double the money or something. And then, they end up finding their way to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then they end working with Bowser. Well, that's more of a sequel thing, but yeah, Wario and Waluigi better somehow make it in there. Was that the third or fourth? Fourth prediction was what was it? My fourth prediction was something to do with Donkey Kong. I hope that I can't remember. But yeah, that's gonna be it for, and those are all my predictions. Something weird happened, but those are all my predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed. And those are my predictions before I go see the movie. And so, yeah, let's head on out and go see the movie.
One eternity later.
Now, this video is going to be split up into 3 segments. The plot, the characters, and the faithfulness, because it's an adaptation. And so it will be your final warning before I continue. And so yeah, if you haven't seen the movie yet, this is your final warning, and you'll probably be spoiled. So the plot for this movie is interesting because it feels like a Mario game plot, but at the same time, it could be a plot for any movie. So here's the rundown of it. Mario and Luigi are 2 plumbers who stumble upon a pipe to the Mushroom Kingdom. Except Mario gets sent to the Mushroom Kingdom and Luigi gets sent to Bowser's Dark Land. And Mario finds Princess Peach and Toad and tries to work with them to stop Bowser, because Bowser is also getting a superstar to try to marry Peach. And if that doesn't work, then he's just going to take over the land. And so Peach, Mario, and Toad go to the Kongs, where they meet Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong to build up a bigger army to fight Bowser. And so Luigi's captured throughout all of this. And yeah. And then, anyway, they win, and then they stay in the Mushroom Kingdom forever. Now, that sounds like a Mario game. But my thing is that this could be any generic kids movie. Like, I could see this as, like, some sort of Harry Potter plot, except just just change the stuff, like, just as an example. I don't know why I did that, but just as an example, you know? Or, like, some sort of, it could be, like, just any video game plot. Like, a Sonic movie could do that. A Pac-Man movie could do that, kind of. A Pokemon movie could do that. Again, kind of. You'd have to tweak it a little bit, but still, you get what I'm saying. It could be any movie plot. But what really makes it feel like a Mario movie is the stuff that we'll get into later. But yeah, the plot is kind of, I wouldn't say generic, because, well, it is kind of generic. But yeah, the plot is really just your average kids film, and with Mario characters strapped to it. Now, the characters of this movie are not generic. So there are the 6 main characters that we're going to be focusing on today, which are Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Bowser, and Donkey Kong. So the first one, Mario, when everyone heard Mario speak for the first time, everyone hated it. but in the movie, it sounded way better than everything they put in the trailers. I saw something on YouTube where a guy said, I forget who it was, but a guy said that they just took all the worst clips of Mario's voice and just threw them into the trailers. But yeah, the Mario's voice is really good. And his character, he's like an older brother and wants to help Princess Peach fight Bowser, but his main goal is to get Luigi back. And then his relationship with Peach is kind of like cringy at sometimes. I like how Donkey Kong shouts it out during the thing. But yeah, the Mario's character is a really good character. I support him as a protagonist of a film. Yeah, not generic at all, really. And then the second character is Luigi, who I can't stress enough how underutilized he is. Like, I like Mario more than I do Luigi, but I gotta say that Luigi was sidelined hard in this movie. Like, all he does is stay in the cage for, like, the entire movie. And the sad thing is, I really liked Mario and Luigi's interactions with each other. Because, like, again, they're two brothers who have a plumbing business. And I really just liked their interactions together. And Luigi was a funny character overall. And Charlie Day didn't do a bad job as him. And, like, the voice was fine. It sounded like Luigi. I'm just going to say that. It sounded like Luigi. The third character we're going to talk about is Peach. And I've already said that Peach and Mario have a weird relationship, but it works. And so instead of being the damsel in distress, because Hollywood would not let that fly nowadays, instead of being the damsel in distress, she's the one who confronts Bowser and tries to fight. And she's an interesting character. Like, I can't really say what I was going to say, but Anya Taylor-Joy does a good job as her. And so, yeah, I think Peach was a decent, not protagonist, but like side character and love interest for Mario. Next is Toad, who somehow Keegan-Michael Key didn't do his generic voice and didn't do the annoying Toad voice in the games. And he sounds like a really good character. And I like how he just, like, Toad really loves, not loves Mario, but, like, becomes Mario's best friend in, like, 2 minutes of meeting. And he's a very adventurous Toad. And something I found weird was that Peach needed Mario to do a training montage to see if he was good. And it like took like 10 minutes to do in order to see if he could confront Bowser. And so they're walking, and then Toad says that I can go too. And then in like less than 5 seconds, she's like, yeah, join us. And Mario had to do like a training montage, but Toad just said, yeah, I'm brave. Yeah, let's do this. I thought that was weird. But yeah, I think Toad would definitely be Captain Toad in the future. Like, Captain Toad and Toad in the games are 2 separate characters, but I think in the game, in the movie, they're going to be one character merged into the same Toad. And so next we have Bowser, and when before they announced the cast, I knew that Bowser was going to be voiced by Jack Black, because that would just be a missed opportunity if they didn't. And they did do Jack Black as Bowser, and he did the best like possible acting I've heard him do. How do I put this? He was probably stole the show every time he was on screen. And his piano scene was probably the best scene in the movie, or so my math teacher says. And speaking of which, I told my math teacher that the song Peaches was on Spotify. I told him, and then he played it on Spotify for his son, and his son thought it was hilarious. So yeah, shout out to my math teacher. Anyway, Bowser stole the show throughout the entire movie, and Jack Black's performance was awesome. Because like everybody kept saying how Bowser was going to steal the superstar and destroy all the lands and conquer all them all. like, that's what people were saying was the main focus of Bowser being a villain. So when like Bowser liked Peach, I was like, why didn't I think of this though? Because like everybody kept saying that he was gonna just conquer all the lands and try to take over the mushroom, well, just the entire kingdom, all the kingdoms. And so it never crossed my mind that Peach was gonna be Bowser's not love interest, but like he likes her. But yeah, and so yeah, Bowser was the best part of it. In fact, I have a Bowser toy that breathes fire, that official one. I'll probably send a picture to my editor and he can put that on screen right about now for like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Take it off. But yeah, Bowser was an awesome character. I really liked him. S+ tier character. Anyway, next we have Donkey Kong, which I gotta say, Donkey Kong is A, my main in Smash, B, the first villain Mario had to face off in the old arcade games. And Donkey Kong is one of my favorite characters in video game canon. Like, he's like just a big hairy beast. What do you know? Like me. Ha! Anyway. But I liked his character because we were walking out of the theater and my sister told me that Donkey Kong's personality was a whole lot like mine. And I had to agree with that. But one thing that ticked me off so much in the movie was Seth Rogen was doing his generic Seth Rogen voice. Like, you got Jack Black giving it his all as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key doing this awesome, doing this great impression of Toad, and then, even Chirs Pratt was doing a good job being Mario, but, really, Seth Rogen was just reading off the lines and then just saying it with just... That just really ticked me off about it. It especially got to me when he did the generic laugh when Mario became Mini Mushroom Mario. But yeah, everything else about Donkey Kong was really good, except I don't know what about his what's it called, design. His design was very interesting to say the least, and everyone else's design was great, but his was just very weird. But yeah, those were the 6 main characters. Spike was, I feel like he was announced in the Foreman Spike. He was announced in the cast, and he was very underutilized. He only showed up for 2 scenes. And then Kamek was funny when he was in drag. I thought that was hysterical. And then Cranky Kong I feel like he had more screen time than Donkey Kong, but I know he didn't. But, what was it? Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Chunky Kong, and Funky Kong were all in the movie, and I was like, yes. And a prediction that I forgot to mention was that I wanted to predict that the DK rap was going to happen when Donkey Kong was first, shown, and it did. And I was like, I texted Chainsaw, because apparently Chainsaw was in the theater room. We went to the same showing of the movie. And so I texted Chainsaw saying I never wanted to bang my chest so hard in all my life. But yeah, wasn't there another character? No, I think that was it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the characters, and so yeah, those were some fun characters. Now, the faithfulness to the games. One thing that I must say is that I found more Nintendo references than Mario references. I first saw when they were in the pizzeria, I was like, why are there boxing gloves on the walls? And then I realized, wait, it's a Punch-Out themed restaurant. Bro, because there was a picture of Little Mac with his coach. I forget what his name is. And I was like, yo, this is awesome, dude. And then I see Mario's playing Kid Icarus on the NES, the original one, and I was like, that's nice. I really like that. And then what else? There was the Star Fox ship above the TV. I didn't see that when I first saw it, but I saw a video talking about the references, and then it was there because It's a reference video. And so, yeah. Mario references I did catch, though, was when they were running to go to their first plumbing job. Mario and Luigi were running to go to their first plumbing job. I realized halfway through, I was like, wait a minute. This is a 2D segment. And, like, they were running in, like, a 2D environment. And then Mario went up a pipe and then went down. And then next to it was the what was it? Not pizza. Was it pizza? It was the Pizza Palace, or like some sort of castle pizza or something like that. And I was like, bro, they're going hard on that guy. I thought that was like so awesome. What else did I realize? That Peach got the ice flower, which I wish it looked more like, oh, well, I guess she doesn't use the ice flower in any of the games, but I wish it had, like, it didn't look exactly like her wedding dress, because, yeah, it just, like, that, like, raises the question, like, if she was wearing her regular outfit, if she had the ice flower in her regular outfit, would her regular outfit turn into that, or would she go back to the wedding dress blue look? But speaking of wedding, I was like, when Bowser put on the Riz hat with the wedding Bowser, I was like, Mario Odyssey reference, people are gonna love this. And then Peach with the wedding, I was like, yeah, this is like Mario Odyssey. Who would have thought that they were gonna reference Mario Odyssey? And then the montage, the Super Mario 64 canon with the floating islands, I was like, oh my gosh, yes sir. And then the floating upside down pyramids in, Terrassa Land from the Mario Odyssey. I was like, dang, Mario Odyssey reference again. Oh, no, the wedding would be a Mario Odyssey reference again. But, like, the Terrassa Land with the floating pyramids upside down. And then they're walking across Cheep Cheep Bridge, and then they took out, something weird I thought was they took out, the scene where Peach tries to take the Cheep Cheep off of Mario's face. Anyway, yeah, those were, I think, all the references that I could find. This movie was very faithful to the game. And just one thing I want to mention before we get to the ending is that all the songs in the movie, the pop songs, I knew all of them somehow. And another thing I want to mention is that, and now I just remember another reference, is that every single Mario song probably made it into the movie. I was like bopping my head to the music. I was like, dun 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 dun. It was like it was very enjoyable. Oh, and then again, the when Mario and Donkey Kong got eaten by the giant eel from Mario 64, I was like, oh my goodness, Mario 64 reference again. And then what was it? There was another reference I just thought of, the bloopers, and then the I liked how when Bowser was in his wedding suit, he also had the piranha plant what's it called? The bouquet? Yeah, the bouquet. And it's just a bunch of piranha plants, and just like the Mario Odyssey. And then I can't remember what was the other reference. I just hope that there are more references that I forgot. Oh yeah, right. This was it. So I saw a video. I was scrolling on YouTube one time, and I saw a video called "I Need a Hero," and it had Bowser. It had Mario from Mario. It had Mario Odyssey with Mario capturing Bowser, and so what it was just Mario as Bowser with Peach on his back, running through the entire thing with "I Need a Hero" on it. And this was before the movie, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I see the movie, and it has "I Need a Hero" playing, and I'm like, wait a minute, that video predicted the thing. So I'm gonna have to tell my editor to try to find that video, and so he can put it on screen and show it. But yeah, those were all the references I could find in that movie. This movie is very, very faithful to the games. Well, there you have it, guys. That was my Mario movie review. There's more things about it that I probably will talk about future, because I've only seen the movie once, but I'll probably say more stuff about it in the future at some point. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I completely recommend it to you, even if you have not played any Mario game. The critics are stupid, and I don't understand why that movie isn't higher with critic scores. But yeah, I recommend the movie, and I really enjoyed the movie. It was better than the Sonic movie, both Sonic movies, and I give it a 9 out of 10. Probably would be a 10 out of 10 if A, Seth Rogen did a better impression of Donkey Kong, and B, the story was a bit more polished than it already was. But yeah, 9 out of 10. You know what? No, I'm feeling generous today. 9.5 out of 10. There you have it, guys. 9.5 out of 10. And that's my final review of the movie. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see me review more video game adaptation movies, because apparently that's all I've done in reviewing movies. I'm sorry this took forever. My editor hadn't seen the movie until this Saturday. And so, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Country road, let's go. It's me, Mario. Okie dokie.